On this Monday, I Am Cait debuted last night on the network, on the E-network rather, and we're learning a lot more about Caitlyn Jenner's transformation. A huge part of last night's show revolved around Caitlyn's first interaction with her mom since the big change. Caitlyn was noticeably nervous to introduce her new self to her mom, but the encounter went pretty well for the most part. It was evident that the mother had a tough time adjusting at first, often using the wrong pronoun like many of us in the beginning, right, when addressing Caitlyn. But by the end of the show, she was wrapping her head around the changes. Caitlyn's mom said many times throughout the first episode of the 8-part docu-series that she loved Bruce with all her heart. Jenner hopes this new show can help other transgenders cope with their transition process. She wants to utilize her platform for educating America and preventing the trans community from considering suicide as an option. Caitlyn herself admitted that she once held a gun to her head and considered ending her life rather than dealing with her own issues. So what were your thoughts on the first episode? There's been a lot of chat about it on social media. And do you guys feel more in the know since all of this has really come to fruition with then Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn Jenner? What do you think? We'll start with you.
I have friends all my life who are this, similar,
right?
Transgender, and worked with them, and to me it was really no big deal. I was like, what's the big deal? He's being who he wants to be, and if that makes him happy, who are we to say anything? He's Caitlyn Jenner. Looks beautiful.
Right? Doesn't she? And each time I'm like, wow, she's really stunning.
I did not see the show, but I've been seeing the promos like crazy. I'm recording it so I can watch it later. But all I have to say is Caitlyn is very elegant, has the best dresses and the best makeup and hair team in the world, right? Well, she looks great.
I'm so grateful to her for bringing this issue to the forefront because just like you, people in my family have been transgender and gay. I didn't think it was an issue, but I didn't realize that it was such a big issue for America.
Yes.
And so it's not only started the discussion, but it has freed up for so many people the ability to be, as you said, who they are.
Exactly.
And a lot of people still don't understand it. They're grappling with the ideas and gender identity as well, but people are talking about it.
And even if people are talking negatively about it, right, your hope is that, hey, this is being talked about, and at some point maybe they'll have an aha moment and think, hey, I need to be more accepting. I was reading this Huffington Post article written by a person part of the transgender community saying, hey, I love Caitlyn Jenner for what she's doing, but do you realize all the things she's not talking about? How transgender people have a really hard time getting employed. How transgender people, I know there's so much discrimination. And I thought it was interesting because even though she was in one breath like saying, thank you, Caitlyn, the other breath is like, this is now allowing me to talk about the other issues.
But don't, be fair now, don't pile it on.
Yeah,
it took enough for him to become her and come out. Okay, that's not enough. And now we want you to do this and do this and do that. I think she's done enough.
Yeah, can't be the spokesperson for everybody.
That's where the heroism
She said, I'm the expert
in.
on my own story. And I think that's true.
What people were saying about being a hero, that she didn't deserve it.
Right.
But that's where the heroism came in, is that now I have the nerve to do this and I don't care what they think, and I'm going to have to let people know this is how I feel, and that's the hard part.
Yeah.
And that's just one episode last night. I'm sure she'll be dealing with many more issues that are coming up.
And let's just say the entire episode had this like gloss over it, so she looked real good. And you saw Kim Kardashian and Kanye West come in too, and everyone just looked flawless. So I like the way they taped this. It's really good. I see what you did there. Yeah. What do you guys think? You share your thoughts in our Valley View Live Facebook page. Hop on Twitter, Instagram. You guys know the drill. Our handle is @ValleyViewLive. Always use the hashtag VVLive.